Welcome, everybody. We are live right now. And let me know in the comments if you're watching this on the replay. Give me a team replay in the comments right now. We got some huge news today. We're going to talk about the highly touted live breaking news where the gauntlet has been laid out. Trump has been, daring Vegetable in Chief Tombstone Biden to debate forever. And now all of a sudden, I'm going to show you this video, which is just a total crack job. I'm going to show you this video that probably took 600 takes from Tombstone Biden. But the debate is on. The debate is on. Plus, we're going to give you a bunch of Fani Cash Money G. Willis updates and the latest developments on that. So stick around, members. By the way, this would be a good time to join and be a member here on YouTube. We're live on Facebook and we're live on Rumble as well. Make sure you follow me there. You might want to think about being a member and come on over to YouTube at the end because we're going to do an exclusive live Q&A hangout for members only. So now would be a good time to join and be a member, but I got to start things off. It's so good to see you. Let me know what city, what state you're coming in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Let me know what city, what state, what country. We've got huge, wide global audience here. And so I'm so grateful. I get comments and messages from South Africa, the Netherlands, from Australia, New Zealand, Germany, UK. I love all you guys. Let me know where you're joining me from. It's so awesome to see you guys. But I'm starting off salty. I'm starting off in a really pissy mood. And I'm going to say something so bold and audacious right at the beginning of this video, and that is this. I want to give a huge, big shout, yelling from the top of my lungs. If I could, I'll probably break my voice if I do. I just want to give a huge capital FU to Robert P. Brain De Niro, to Whoopi Madman Goldberg, to Mark I Can't Act, I Only Have One Role Hamill, to Tom, I'm never going to watch another one of your movies, Hanks, for being so, and George Snuffleupagus. Hey, George Snuffleupagus, you're a Democrat operative. You covered up for Bill Clinton, all the lies and all the scandals, and you have the audacity. I'm going to show you this video. Oh, it just gets me so angry. These guys are so out of touch. Check out this video of Robert P. Brain De Niro foaming at the mouth, talking about the former president. Check this out. Oh my God. It just absolutely drives me crazy.
Well, I think I don't understand why people are not taking him seriously because you read about it historically in other countries that they didn't take the people seriously. I think Hitler, Mussolini, they're fools and clowns. Well, and I hear it. There's some people. I mean, who does not think that this guy is going to do exactly what he says he's going to do?
Right.
He's done it already.
Right.
And then what? We're going to sit around and say, what? We told you so? Or whoever I told you so? It's going to happen. If he gets elected, it's going to change this country for everybody.
Yeah.
And they might think that it's going to make their life better. Or they just want to, excuse my French.
I don't know what he's saying.
Literally.
Probably something stupid.
Those people who support him with anger and hate, because that's what he's about, they're going to see. I mean, I used to see these things. I didn't understand how he and Rosie O'Donnell used to get it. Didn't really care. Yeah. I see what a hateful, mean-spirited, awful thing he is.
He was vicious to her.
He's vicious. And why will he not do that in this country? He's already done it.
Wait. What has he done? Hold on a second, P. Brain De Niro. This is the same crap. This is the same crap that they said in 2016. Oh my gosh, he's going to have his finger on the nukes. He's going to have the codes. Oh my goodness, he's going to destroy America. He's going to start World War III. 4 years, economic prosperity. The world finally respected us. China finally said, holy macadamia nut. Russia finally said, whoa, we got to respect this guy. This guy's not messing around. He actually threw out an olive branch to Kim Jong-un, who right now probably is this close to firing a nuke at China or Taiwan or God knows God forbid, mainland United States. We've got chaos in the Middle East. We've got Iran, who's done the most brazen attack since World War II. We've got Israel, chaos in Gaza. We've got chaos in Ukraine, all of our taxpayer dollars, and all experts, including military experts, including all scholars, all people who are very, very abreast of the situation, are basically saying it's an inevitable win for Russia. So we got zero ROI on our tax dollars. And you're going to say, like, oh my God, why don't people take him seriously? Why don't people understand that you see, the reason I'm showing this and the reason I'm sharing this, Nez Nation, is because it is so important. These guys hate America. These guys are full of bullcrap. Bill Maher, Tom Hanks, George Snuffleupagus, Mark I Can't Act Hamill. They are so out of touch. They don't care who's president. They don't care that gas prices are going up exorbitantly. They don't care that the economy is in ruins. They don't care that the border is completely wide open. You know why? Because it doesn't affect them, and they're highly gated. They don't care if we defund the police. They don't care if there's all these robberies out there. Oh, by the way, super chats and members, stick around to the end. I'm going to give you a live shout out on our channel. I'm going to make you famous and show you my utmost gratitude and appreciation, but I just want to get through the content. So make sure you stick around. I'm going to give all of you a stage. I'm going to give all of you your due. Thank you so much. And please, moderators, make sure you let the super chats and new members know that. They don't care. You know why? Because they're rich. They're filthy rich. This SOB, Robert P. Brain De Niro, he literally, there was a contract that went viral online. This guy asked for $11 million to do a crappy 10-minute bit part in a movie. He asked for a private jet. He asked for tickets to all these events, free concerts. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars of amenities and all sorts of perks. He even had the audacity to say, you guys need to pay for my cell phone bill while I'm shooting the movie, on top of the $11 million. These guys don't give a rat's ass. They are absolute garbage. Of course they can't stand Trump. Of course they don't want Trump there, because he's sick and tired. This guy actually gives a rat's butt about Americans. He's actually going to help us. All these things he claimed. Oh, we didn't take Hitler seriously. We didn't take Mussolini. This is such vile, dangerous rhetoric. Abrasive, defamatory, anti-American. You guys are so out of your depth. You're so out of touch with reality. It's like that Met Gala that went viral recently. I don't know if you guys, how many people saw that? Let me know in the chat. These celebrities wearing $80,000 gowns, while everyday average Americans have to work 2 to 3 different jobs just to put food on the table, just to take care of their kids, their families, just to pay rent, just to pay their mortgages. These celebrities are lost. They're out of touch. Of course, they donate billions and millions of dollars to the Obama-Clinton mafia, the woke mind mafia. That's what they do. That's why channels like mine are so important. You won't hear anybody talking about this stuff in mainstream media, in corporate media, because there's actual people. I know what this is, mind-boggling. I know this is a shock. There's actual people who watch this abomination, this waste of resource, this waste of film called The View. There's actual people out there that go, oh yeah, De Niro's right. He's going to be the next Hitler. He hasn't done anything in 4 years, even near these vile accusations, these abhorrent, evil, reductionist accusations that these awful celebrities, they just keep lining up. Julia Roberts, George Clooney, Mark Ruffalo. I mean, I don't know about you, but I haven't seen a good movie in this country. I haven't seen a good movie come out of Hollywood in the last 30, 40 years. Have you? Let me know in the comments. What's a good movie that you've seen come out of this satanic pedo cult called Hollyweird? I mean, Mark Hamill going on X. Mark Hamill, who completely ruined the entire Star Wars trilogy for me. Mark Hamill going on X and saying, this is the most successful president in my lifetime. Are you what? Are you out of your mind? You out of touch, out of your depth? I mean, tone deaf. Give me a capital tone deaf in the comments right now if you agree with what I'm saying. Oh my God, it just absolutely drives me mad. It absolutely drives me mad. It's crazy. And then you've got this Momo. George Snuffleupagus, who actually, I mean, you have to point out the hypocrisy here, guys. This is really, really important. That's why I keep saying, tap that thumbs up, share this out. This is so important. Look at all those tone deafs. I love it. Then you've got George Snuffleupagus over here, who actually has the audacity to say this. I mean, it just absolutely blows my mind that these people exist. It just blows my mind. You actually have the audacity to say this? Listen to this.
Important thing that people should understand about this election is how far from normal it is. We have never had a former presidential candidate who was impeached and then indicted for trying to overturn an election. Never. In all of our history. We've never had a former president, a presidential candidate.
Okay, we've also never had a president who's been this politicized and witch hunted and absolutely hounded left and right by the most corrupt group of people pushing up Daisy's Pelosi, Weaselly Schiff, all of these radical woke mind mafia cretins. Not one of those impeachments was actually valid, okay? It was proven over and over again that the Mueller report was bupkis. It was proven over and over again there was no Russia hoax, that the impeachment was purely political, just like this sham trial, just like all of these indictments, just like Letitia Big Shame James, Cash Money G. Willis, and Alvin Do Nothing Bragg, Judge Gargamel, they're all the same. But people actually believe this stuff. They believe this.
Who lies about the election that he lost. Yeah. We've never had a former president or presidential candidate who refuses to pledge to accept the results of the next election if he lost. You know, the peaceful transfer of power is the most fundamental tenet of our democracy. Refusing to accept it, I think, is un-American. I believe it's unconstitutional. And I think it's the job.
I mean, you guys remember the report I did on Georgia. You guys remember the report I did, the state election board, okay? The state election board of Georgia actually found that there was over 500,000 ballots just happened to be missing, disappeared. Believe me, I was one of the first people during January 6th that said to myself, if this is real, if this is actually something that is not conjured up and not completely premeditated and rehearsed by these woke mind leftists, I'll be the first person to say, no, not in my country. I love my country. I love our traditions. I love the Constitution. If everything is fair, if everything was on the up and up, if election integrity was intact, then yes, we shouldn't be refusing like they did in 2017. Remember what they did in 2017? The hypocrisy. This guy covered up for a guy who got a BJ in the Oval Office. You want to talk about polluting the sanctity of the office? The hypocrisy knows no bounds, y'all. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. And all of these Holly weirdos, I hope to God, I want to just put them in a boat and ship them off to Ukraine. Bye-bye, Tommy. See you later, Bobby P. Brain De Niro. Bye, Mark Hamill, and your little crappy Jedi outfit, your little pride outfit. See you later. Hasta la pasta. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Have a nice trip. This is the land of the free, the home of the brave. This is America, and America should be first. You've got the vegetable in chief right now, Tombstone Biden, who has created economic upheaval, global disarray in multiple regions. You've got a border that is less secure than literally the outdoor fence of a Detroit project right now. You've got all sorts of crime waves that are happening, smash and grabs. You can't even walk down New York City streets. Steve Buscemi is a perfect example of this without getting hit by a random person. Out of touch, out of depth, billionaire, millionaire celebrities who have no clue what they're doing. And you actually want us to listen to you, Bobby P. Brain De Niro? You actually want us to listen to you, Tom Hanks? You actually want us to embrace what you have to say, George Snuffleupagus, all the crap, all the scandal that you've been involved in your life? Now you're the pure white knight? I think not. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, enough of that. I get so salty. I get so absolutely salty. It's great to see you, Cap, the best mods in the business. It is so awesome to see you. I love it. Hey, Yvonne, good to see you. Now would be a good time to consider becoming a member. Not only do you get to join the greatest community on planet Earth, but for only the price of a cup of coffee. You spend more than that in 30 seconds every morning. Once a month, a cup of coffee to support the greatest channel on Earth, and you get all sorts of amenities, all sorts of perks. I'll have my mods leave a link. It's also in the description and show notes of this video. Okay, so Biden and Trump. Biden and Trump agree. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump have agreed to participate in 2 presidential debates. The first debate is scheduled for June 27th. Oh, and I can't wait to show you this. Oh my God, this is so, I mean, it is so pussycat, this style right here, and these stipulations. Wait till you see the requirements that they have for this stumbling, mumbling, shuffling vegetable, mashed potato head Joe Biden. Wait till you hear this. It's hosted by CNN, and the second is for September 10th, hosted by ABC. The debates are set to be right up to the 2024 election. Despite the agreement, though, there are concerns about the details of the debates. But first, I want to show you this pathetic, I don't even know why he did this or how they even got him. God knows how much he was hopped up on to even deliver this. Senator Hawley, who I love, by the way, from Missouri, he actually had an amazing comment on X. But by the way, follow me on X. I'm Professor Nez everywhere, all socials. He said this, there's almost 10 takes, 10 cuts in this short 13-second video. God knows, how is this guy going to even survive? How is this guy even going to last a 2-hour, hour-and-a-half debate with no editing button? How is he going to do that? Well, there's a lot of stipulations. I'll talk about that. But let's check out this video from the vegetable in chief. Oh my God, you're going to love this. This one's really, really good. You're gonna absolutely love this. Okay, check this out. Hold on. Let me bring this up. This is the video that Vegetable in Chief posted on X today with his little crappy one-liner in there. I want you guys to listen to this and let me know what you think of this.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. Since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Donald Trump.
I mean, you can almost, first of all, wait a minute. Donald Trump lost the first 2 debates? Well, I don't know if I've ever even actually talked about this yet on this channel, but back in 2020, I watched the first debate live. How many people remember the first debate in 2020? I think it was in September. I believe it was. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments. I remember watching that live and laughing my hiney off. I remember watching that first debate live, and I thought to myself, the prowess, the strength, the conviction. I thought Trump walked all over him, and Biden looked weaker, if not as weak as he does here. I mean, we're going to watch this again, but he's not even looking at the camera. You can tell. Hawley's right. There's so many cuts here. There's so many edits here. This must have taken a full week to shoot, and it's literally a 13-second spot. This is so embarrassing. I want you to look at his eyes. Is this guy even looking at the camera? I don't think he is. Check this out.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. Since then, he hadn't shown up for debate.
Wait. What do you mean since then he hasn't shown up for a debate? I beg your pardon, a vegetable in chief? What are you talking about, mashed potato head? He's been asking you. First of all, He's a little busy right now because of you and your weaponized DOJ and your corrupt Department of Justice in all these sham trials when he should be campaigning, even though he's leading in global national polls as well as in all the 5 major key swing states. He's leading you, pal. And he's not even doing a fifth of the campaigning. How many people remember Wildwood, New Jersey, not that long ago, just about 4 or 5 days ago? If you remember that, give me a capital NJ in the comments for New Jersey. I love you guys, New Jersey. That was a record-breaking rally. If you haven't seen the video, I have the video on my channel. A record-breaking rally. 100,000 plus people showed up to Wildwood, New Jersey to support our future chief executive, a return to the throne, our president, Donald Trump. How many people remember that? That was, you can't find 15 people to fit into a closet to go see Mashed Potato Head Joe. You can't. I dare you. How many rallies have you seen that even come close to what we saw in Wildwood? I think not. I think not. Not even close. Yeah, I see a bunch of NJs in the comment. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, James. Love it. Thank you, TMT. That was awesome. Yeah, Pibble Mama. I love that name. Pibble Mama says that was awesome. It sure was. And by the way, he destroyed him in the first debate in 2020. Do you agree, or if you agree that Trump destroyed Biden in that first debate in 2020, give me a capital Y in the chat. If you disagree, give me a capital N and just give me some context. Why? Why do you think he didn't? I thought he destroyed. And do you remember how absolutely hysterical the left woke mob radical corporate state media was? Do you remember how they all he's so rude. He interrupted him. What do you mean he interrupted him? This is the biggest stage in the world for the biggest position and job title in the world, the leader of the free world. And you're worried about some BS like he interrupted. Oh my God, he was so rude. He was such a junkyard. We want somebody like that who interrupts a bunch of hypocrisy and lies and this clown mashed potato head. If he can't handle that, how's he going to handle North Korea? How's he going to handle Russia? How's he going to handle the economy? No wonder this country is in upheaval. They just lost their minds. Scarborough, CNN, Maddow, they all he was so rude. I was watching that first debate. I was offended. F you. Offend this bunch of momos.
Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again.
He's not acting. Actually, there's no acting going on, Potato Head. There is zero. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. I love this comment. Yeah, HF says it looks like he's reading something. He's not there. I mean, is there anything personable or human about Tombstone Vegetable in Chief? I dare you to find me one thing. What is human about this guy? He's like a stiff cadaver, a robot, man. There's nothing human about him. There is absolutely nothing down to earth, nothing relatable. There's nothing about this guy that I can feel like, yeah, man, like Trump is just so down to earth. He's everybody that's ever met our former president and future president, anybody who's ever, had an interview with him, talked with him, hung out with him, a conversation, anything at all, even bumped into him at a rally, they've always said the guy is so down to earth, so genuine, so real, so cogent, so with it, so aware. You can't, those are not adjectives you can apply to Vegetable in Chief Potato Head over here. Not even close. I mean, who are you fooling at this point?
Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the date.
Look at him struggling to read the teleprompter. Another W for the teleprompter.
It's Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays. Donald.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's a joke. That's an absolute joke. Are you kidding me right now? How is that even like that can't be real. That just can't be real. That's your and then look at this. I got to show this. I got to show this. This is really, really important. So after that, so they're going to have those 2 debates, and we're going to go live. So make sure you subscribe. In the pinned comment is our free newsletter. It's absolutely free. This is almost like your fail-safe. This is your guarantee to never miss anything. Because even when you subscribe to these platforms or follow or whatever, you don't always get notifications. Even if you tap the bell notification and click all, you don't always get all your the notifications. So, it's good to see you, Pyrout. Pyrout's in the house, a member. Good to see you on Rumble. And so it behooves you. It's in the pinned comment, in the description, and in the show notes. All you got to do is give us your best email. Just put that in there. Bada boom, bada bing, and you're in. Paul Peck in the house, Drywall Tube. Good to see you, Paul. I hope you're doing fantastic, brother. Go check out Paul Peck Drywall. He's got an amazing YouTube channel. He is an awesome creator. It's good to see you, Paul. Make sure you tap that thumbs up as you're coming in here. But that's your sure-proof way of never missing out. So make sure you do that. It's free. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a thing. So make sure you do that. So here, I want to share this. So he gives this, he produces this video, which was so poorly made. It just makes him look even more like a mashed potato head. And then he dares Trump. Oh, I hear you're free on Wednesdays. And all these woke mind left simpletons go absolutely crazy on X and Facebook and everywhere. Oh, he got you, Donald. He totally got you. That's what a commander-in-chief looks like. I mean, it's so pathetic. It's embarrassing. If you watch that video, does that convey strength? Let me know in the comments. I'm dead serious. If I'm wrong, I want to be proven wrong. Let me know. When you watch a video like that, does that show strength? Does that show conviction? Does that show wherewithal and cognitive defiance? Am I nuts? Excuse me? How does that show me any? I mean, how in the world can you watch that and go, he got him? You think he wrote that line? I hear you're free on Wednesdays. He didn't write that line. So after that pathetic video, then then these stipulations come out. Check this out. So then these stipulations come out. I want to show you these, okay? And let me see if I can actually, I want to make sure if I can get this a little bit bigger here. So then what he does is he actually has this, he sends this letter to the commission, okay? I apologize if you can't see it well. I will what I'll do is I will read it, okay? But basically the key paragraph is this. Here are the stipulations. The commission's model, the part that's red right there. Let me read it to you. So they basically write this letter saying that we're not going to do this debate unless it's in a television studio, okay? And there's no live audience because it's not necessary or conducive to good debates, okay? It has to be televised on these stations, okay? So he picks leftist, woke mob mentality stations and broadcasting. And he also basically, hold on a second here. So let me just, since you can't see that, I'll just read it. So essentially what he's doing is he's essentially saying that the stipulations are as follows. No live audience. RFK Jr. is banned. Trump's mic needs to be muted when Biden speaks. That to me is the most telling right there. Trump's mic needs to be muted. Only hosted by the worst corporate state media imaginable, NPR, way woke mind left virus, CNN, garbage, MSNBC, garbage, ABC, garbage, or CBS, garbage. And it has to be moderated by one of their Democrat-aligned reporters. How is that fair to Trump? And did Trump deny this? No, of course not. Here's what Trump did. You want to see what Trump did? Here's what Trump did. Trump sent this out. Let me share this real fast. Trump sent this out, okay? So he essentially said, I know it's hard to see, I'll read it. He sent this to the campaign headquarters, okay, and said, today is a good day for American voters now that Joe Biden has finally accepted President Trump's debate challenge. President Trump and our campaign have been requesting this for months with a consistent message, anytime, anywhere, any place. President Trump has already accepted the CNN debate invitation for June 27th. He has also accepted your proposal for a debate in September. But we believe, this is how badass, how bold, how undeterred, how fearless, how unafraid, how confident our commander-in-chief, President Trump, is. Listen to what he says here. This is the important part. We believe there should be more than just two opportunities for the American people to hear more from the candidates. With the soaring inflation of Bidenomics costing Americans, hardworking families, and the grocery store and at the gas pump, with our border being totally overrun with chaos at home, chaos across the world, chaos on our college campuses, we should have one debate per month. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments right now. What do you guys think of that? Trump responds with defiance. Dear woke Christian, good to see you. A debate between Vivek and Harris would be crazy. Oh, yeah. Vivek would dominate that. Oh, can you imagine? Make sure you tap that thumbs up, y'all, please. It helps us out immensely with the algorithm. Tap the thumbs up, tap the like, share this with as many people as you know. You guys remember when that video came out of Trump of Vegetable in Chief essentially saying on live broadcast that Mexico borders Israel, right? Right in the very press conference where his cognitive abilities were being questioned, right after the Robert Hur report came out, the Hur report, where they basically said, we can't try this guy based on his cognitive abilities. Yes, I'm hearing some comments. Captain Mike, are you still there? I'm hearing some comments. All super chats, all new members, stick around to the end. I am going to give you all massive shout outs. I don't like to break up the content. Okay, so I rather just do it at the end. So please stick around. All super chats, all super stickers, all new members are going to get their very own shout out. Thank you, Heather. I'm going to make Heather a mod. Let's see. Where is Captain Mike? Is Mike gone? So yeah, so please stick around to the end and I will definitely get to you all. I promise I will. Okay. So yeah, let me make Heather, do you mind if I make you a mod too? It looks like Mike's not here. Where's Cap? Okay, so I was the first one to say, that if this guy wants to instill confidence in the American public, if this guy actually wants to prove to the world, not just Americans, because everybody's watching, you better believe every single time the Vegetable in Chief gets in front of a microphone, everybody is watching, okay? Putin is watching. Xi Jinping from China is watching. Everybody is watching. The whole world is watching. So not just to the American public, which has his approval rating, by the way, if you don't know this, his approval rating is the lowest of any president in the history of America. It's below 37% approval rating. Holy macadamia nut. What does this guy do? This guy creates a 13-second video that probably took 2 weeks of shooting to do. You're welcome, Heather. Welcome. It probably took him 2 weeks to do. And that's what he comes up with? Did that instill confidence, that video? And then he has all these stipulations and Trump fires back. No problem. What a badass. He just says, no problem. I'll go in your turf on your stipulations with your parameters and your guidelines, and I'll kick your ass in your own backyard. And by the way, not only will I kick your ass in your own backyard, by the way, let's do one a month. I was the first person to say, after that horrible train wreck of a press conference by the vegetable in chief, I was the first one who said, this guy needs to do 2-3 town halls, press conferences, God knows what else, to prove to the American public, maybe even more importantly to the globe, to the entire free world, that, hey, I have my wits about me. Did he do that? No, he went on a beach and got some ice cream and passed out, took a nap. That's our vegetable in chief. That's our vegetable in chief. Are you kidding me right now? So I love this. I love the badassery. I love the badassery of Trump. I just think this is so awesome. It's so fantastic. So I want to know what your reaction is, and I want to know right now, I want to do a total vote right now in the comments. Give me a vote right now. Who do you think is going to win? Do I even need to ask this? Who do you think? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win the presidential debates? Give me a T in the comments if you think Trump is. Give me a B. I expect to see a lot of T's. I'd be shocked if I see any B's. Give me a capital T for Trump in the comments, or give me a capital B for Biden. Even better, instead of Biden, give me a vegetable emoji if you think the vegetable in chief is going to win. I can see people just putting a vegetable just to see that happen. What a travesty. What an absolute travesty. Holy macadamia nut. Okay, before we get to Fani Willis' latest developments, okay, I see a lot of T's over there. By the way, if you are a member, this will be a good time to think about being a member. If you are a member, Robert says, my lovely wife and I are definitely voting for Donald J. Trump, praying for a historic, massive landslide election victory. You know, this guy wanted to raise capital gains by like 46%. Somebody, I did some research and found out that the last time a president did that was Jimmy Carter, and Reagan won by a landslide in 1980. How many people remember Reagan? I remember vividly. I was still very young, just a kid, but I remember my parents watching the actual election, just being like, wow, he won almost every single state. A 47% capital gains and then a 30% unrealized gains tax? You tombstone Biden train wreck of a vegetable mashed potato head? We can't even get gas. I mean, this greasy Gavin Nincompoop Newsom, he wants to do a 47-cent gas increase over the next 4 years. Gas prices in California have practically doubled. In some areas, it's as high as $8.50 a gallon. $8.50 a gallon. In Texas, it's like $2.25. Kudos to you, Governor Abbott. Let me know, as a matter of fact, let me know in the comments right now, how much is the average unleaded gas in your area right now? Let me know. And let me know where that is. Give me the state and city and then the amount that you're paying per gas. Right now, where I'm at, it's over $6 a gallon. How am I supposed to? And that's not even when the summer blend comes out. And then this guy wants to do a 47% capital gains and 30% unrealized gains tax on top of that. So I can bail out your college anti-American pro-Islam college protesters. I can bail out their student debts. That's why you want to tax me, you mother effer? I'm going to get really pissed off here. My blood's starting to boil. Somebody get me some blood pressure medicine. Holy mackerel. This is why I'm doing this. We got to get our country back. This is ridiculous. This is why I'm doing this. It drives me crazy to see my beautiful country I love. It's literally decaying in front of my eyes. It drives me nuts. Oh my God, I'm going to have a heart attack live on TV. This guy's giving me so much grief. Look at this. Thank you, Barbara. Barbara, 350 in Stafford, Virginia. Catherine, 309. Where are you? Debbie Paulson, I work at station in Western Minnesota, $3.39. I'd give anything for $3.39. Oh, there's Captain Mike. Captain Mike, we missed you. Kevin says 458 Mesquite, Nevada, Clark County. You're not that far from me. Welcome, Kevin. Look at this, 369 in Granbury, Texas. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. 350 in Roanoke, Virginia. 70 times 7. Look at that. Florida. Look at this beautiful DeSantis land territory. 312 per gallon. Holy macadamia nut. 420 in Phoenix. 389 in Indiana. I'm from Evansville, Indiana, by the way. Susan, how far are you? Hey, Jim's in the house. Good to see you, Jim. Come on in. So, it's absolutely mind-boggling to me that people don't realize, they're going to do everything in their power to stop President Trump. They're throwing all of these clueless clown circus farcical sham trials. Every legal expert, every legal professor, every legal scholar worth their weight in gold has all universally agreed that these trials have zero merit. Not 5%, not 10%, not 13% merit. Zero, cero, nada, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya, hasta la pasta. It's a sham. Okay, we got breaking news here, and then we'll get to some Fani Willis. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but a Martin Petroleum barge has collided with a Pelican Island bridge. I'm going to show some video footage of this right now. How many people have heard of this story? This is breaking, just happened today, as a matter of fact. And it looks like this just happened today. And it looks like a Galveston barge crash. A barge owned by Martin Petroleum collided with Pelican Island Bridge in Galveston, Texas around 10 a.m., causing a partial collapse of the bridge and an oil spill into the surrounding waters. The incident led to the closure of the bridge in both directions and halted vessel traffic in the channel. Emergency responders are on the scene, and the bridge, which is the only road access to Pelican Island, remains closed. Can somebody please help me out here? Can somebody please help me out here? Why in the world does this keep happening? We had the Francis Scott Key Bridge, which was a multiple billion dollar disaster. We've got all sorts of transport. We got an explosion in East Palestine. Where's Butt Plug? What's his name? Where's Butt Plug, Pete Butt Plug, the transportation director? A lot of people on X are saying that this is the direct result of DEI. This is the direct result of DEI. So remember the Dolly ship, right? Chemicals can be seen trailing off from the barge into the water. So this is really interesting too. I'm gonna share this one. So chemicals can be seen spewing into the actual water. My goodness. Yeah, that's not good at all. That is really, really not good. You know, I talked about this before. This is and some people are saying, well, I don't think America started it, but we're certainly adopting it, especially as somebody who has worked in higher education for decades. Thank God I'm not anymore. I've been saying it for decades that higher education is the biggest scandal, the biggest con on the American public, maybe in the history of American of our entire country. I'm not even kidding you. These are not higher learning institutions. These are indoctrination camps. I know. I have firsthand witness. I know these people. I know their souls. They're rotten to the core. These guys haven't had a real job in their entire lives. And they're spewing anti-capitalistic, anti-American, Marxist, Leninist drivel to our young people, to our kids, essentially. So didn't earn it, DEI. A lot of people, I did a lot of videos on United Airlines adopting DEI practices. DEI is discrimination, period. It is America's worst idea. A lot of people on X are calling this a DEI nightmare. That's what they're calling this. Pelican Island Bridge. I don't know how important that is. I'm assuming it's very, very important. The barge accident has caused the railway section of the Pelican Island Bridge in Galveston to collapse significantly. The immediate and extensive impacts on local traffic and transport services are expected to cause significant disruptions. Why does this keep happening? I mean, look, I'm not a barge pilot, okay? Not by any stretch of the imagination. Am I a barge pilot? Okay. But I really don't understand, how do you run into a bridge? I understand what happened with the dolly was actually faulty mechanics. I understand that. I that makes sense to me. But what I don't understand is actually running into one accidentally. How is this an accident? You've got a barge that is 200 tons? Don't these bridges and barges, doesn't this happen every single day? Isn't there safe passage on a daily basis? I don't understand why this keeps happening. And of course it happens under vegetable in chief, Tombstone Biden's watch. But no, Trump is the one who's going to destroy America. Trump is the one who's going to cause mayhem, chaos. He's coming after your freedoms. He's going to remove all your freedoms. Yeah, I don't think so. Why does this keep happening? Somebody tell me. Paul Peck. They're trying to ruin our infrastructure. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Thank you, Heather. That's fantastic. It's just really something that is quite scary to me, because I just don't quite understand. You're talking about a guy who has a fear of, I live close to the Long Beach Harbor, one of the biggest harbors in California, in the world, one of the biggest ports. And every time I go to my cousin's house for Thanksgiving, I have to drive over that bridge. It is one of the scariest. I have a fear of heights. I've got intense claustrophobia. This is extremely, extremely scary stuff for me. And the fact that this keeps happening is just, I don't understand it one bit. I really don't. The collision resulted in a partial collapse and oil spill. No injuries have been reported so far. It is unclear what caused the collision. The Pelican Island Bridge is shut down to traffic. The bridge connects Pelican Island to Galveston, and Pelican Island is currently inaccessible by vehicles. Galveston officials say there were no reports of injuries. It happened at 10 a.m. Galveston officials say the collision resulted in an oil spill in the bay. The U.S. Coast Guard is responding to determine the extent of the spill and initiate the containment and cleanup process. Okay. Yeah, is this random? Is this just another accident? Is this just another... I really don't get it. I just don't get what's happening. I really don't. Let me know in the comments if you have any information, if you live close to this bridge, if you have seen anything, heard anything, let me know in the comments. I would love to respond. Moderators, please let the super chats and new members know what we're going to do at the end. I'd appreciate that. Okay. Fanny, Cash Money G, Fani Willis. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! We got some new. Who's ready for some Cash Money G? Give me a yeah in the comments right now if you're ready for some Cash Money G news. So we talked about the debates, right? We talked about all the latest, what's happening there, the different videos, etc., etc. Oh, I also have a video I want to show you of they're both, so Cash Money G is hot on the campaign trail because there's an election coming up in Fulton County. She's running up against Christian Wise Smith, the Democratic challenger. There's also a Republican challenger too she's running against, and so is Judge Pussycat McAfee. I see a lot of yeahs in the comments. Great to see you guys. But what's really the really big news, what's really the big news is that the notice of appeal filed by Michael Rowan. Let me share this really fast. I want to share this. You might not be able to read this, but I'll go over it and what this exactly means. I will go over exactly what this means, okay? So a new notice of appeal was essentially filed recently. And slow mode is turned on by me, not sure. So you can't turn it off. Slow mode is enabled just to let people don't dominate the chat and respond every 2 seconds. Otherwise, I can't see anything. It's beneficial for everybody, trust me. So this notice of appeal was filed by Michael Rowan. The latest. So here's the latest of what's happening in the Cash Money G Fani Willis debacle. Remember, back in March, there was a disqualification hearing, okay? And she committed perjury. She lied under oath. She lied about the use of taxpayer funds. She lied about the beginning of the relationship with Nathan Wade. She stormed into the courtroom demanding all sorts of things, acting about as unprofessional, unethical, misconduct, capital M, as you can possibly exhibit as an officer of the court. And there was a hearing that was initiated by Ashley Merchant, who is Michael Rowan's attorney. And I was covering that live. You guys all know that. And I'm going to cover everything else that's going to be happening. Maybe not live, but I love going live because I love hanging out with you guys. It's a good possibility I'm going to cover everything live. And you better believe I'm going to cover the debates live. Holy macadamia nut. That's going to be a jam-packed show. You better believe it. So so after the disqualification hearing, Judge McAfee disqualified, or actually gave the choice, saying it's either got to be you, Cash Money G, or it's got to be Nathan Wade. And of course, Fani's not going anywhere, right? And Fani elected to stay, and then Nathan Wade basically effectively resigned right after that, immediately, as a matter of fact. And Fani Willis said, we're going to get this trial going. I want to get this trial going before the election, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is the only reason. That is the only reason any of these cases, okay, any of these charges, any of these indictments were filed against former President Donald Trump. This is about as clear-cut, as straightforward as anybody can communicate when it comes to bona fide, unadulterated, unequivocal, make no bones about it, election interference. That's literally what's going on here. If none of these cases make it to after November, if they get delayed post-November, mark my words, I want you to bookmark this. All of these cases will be dismissed. They will dismiss all the charges, because the only reason the hush money fake sham trial is going on right now, where their star witness is convicted felon, convicted liar, Michael, I don't know which way is up or down, Cohen. That's their star witness. Stormy Daniels, who profited and extorted the former president. By the way, there's no crime, no victim. Letitia Big Shame James's trial, no crime, no victim, when she talked about falsifying loan applications in order to get a better financial deal by misevaluating the value of the Mar-a-Lago property, which is complete bupkis. That's a sham trial. We already know what happened with Jack Criminal Smith, who lied about the classified document photo. We already know about that. I did a video on that, a couple videos on that. And now we got Cash Money G, who is a corrupt, in and out, rotten, self-serving, narcissistic, gaslighting excuse of a district attorney. And so she said, I want to get this to trial. I want to get this to trial. Well, the Pitbull Sadow, who you know I love, who we're going to get on the show, by the way, we are getting Trump's lead attorney. I call him the GOAT, Steve the Pitbull Sadow. He is going to be on our show. They filed a motion, an interlocutory appeal, which in legal terms just means we want this to go to a higher court. We don't agree with the decision from Judge Pussycat McAfee. And then guess what happened? The Georgia appellate courts agreed with Sadow and the others that we will hear this case. And this notice of appeal is essentially Michael Rowan confirming and making it official that this case that McAfee kind of sort of ruled on, didn't really rule completely on, is going to be heard and is going to be under the advisement from the higher appellate Georgia appeals court. Never mind the fact that we also have the Senate committee, the Georgia Senate committee that is coming after Cash Money G. Bill Cowsert, Senator Bill Cowsert, he has said that we may, and with all intents and purposes, he probably will, and you know your boy Nez is going to go live and show you the whole thing. He said we are probably going to subpoena Fani Willis and have her come before the Senate committee and answer some questions. What they're after, the Georgia Senate committee, they're after, what have you been doing with all these misappropriation, all these taxpayer funds? Remember, the last live stream that we did regarding Cash Money G was the hearing of Bill Cowsert in the Senate committee questioning County Commissioner Mr. Pitts and Chief Financial Officer Ms. Whitmore. And they both stated on the record, we have given Cash Money G tens of millions of dollars with, get this, Nez Nation, zero oversight. Are you effing kidding me? You give criminal thug Cash Money G, she's a criminal, she's a thug. You give criminal Cash Money G thug Willis $36 million and she doesn't have to report what she's doing with, which is all taxpayer funds, by the way, the poor people of Fulton County, the poor hard-working taxpayers of Atlanta, of the state of Georgia. This is your district attorney of one of the biggest counties, Fulton County. No oversight. So with all intents and purposes, with this interlocutory appeal, with this notice of dismissal, this dismissal notice, as well as the fact that the Georgia appellate court, the higher court, the appeals court is willing, by the way, if the reason they accepted this and granted the appeal, in my view, and a lot of other legal experts would concur, means, because they wouldn't just agree and grant an appeal if they didn't surmise that there was some validity behind the appeal. So what does this all mean? There is probably, I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, there is probably an above 60%, 70, I'm going to be modest. I'm going to say there's probably a 60 to 75% chance that this case does not see the light of court before the election. And that, my friends, is very, very good news. That is fantastic news. Why? Because this is a complete sham. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. This is, I've said it before, it's House of Cards. This is Frank Underwood blueprint like we've never seen. All these mysterious people being killed that have known Obama and worked for Obama. You also have Epstein, who hung himself. How many people think Epstein actually killed himself? I, for one, don't. Give me a capital Y if you think that he killed himself. Give me a capital N in the comments right now if you don't think he did. As a matter of fact, I'll go first. I'm going to say, no, he didn't. Definitely not. I would say definitely not, he didn't. This is House of Cards. This is their blueprint. I know these people through and through. They are rotten to the core of the core. They only care about one thing: power and the retention of power. Two things: power and retaining power. That's all they care about. They look at us as insignificant nuisance peasants. That's how they look at us. They look at us as insignificant peasants that are a nuisance to them. You think they care about the fact that we can't fill our tanks up? You think they care about the fact that we go to the grocery store and we're broke? You think they care about the fact that interest rates, inflation, economy, the board, they don't give a rat's ass. Pelosi's going to stand on her high horse and say, no, this is about America. Democracy's on the ballot. You LAD, you're a lying-ass dog. Shifty, weaselly Schiff is going to say, no, this is about integrity. What we're about here is about integrity. You're a lying-ass dog. Obama is going to endorse Biden and say, I'm with Smoking Joe. I'm with Joe. Joe's the guy for me. That's who I'm going for. If I were you, I would vote for Joe. We don't make stuff up here. We don't make... You're a lying-ass dog. Give me a capital LAD in the comments. LAD stands for lying-ass dog. They don't give a rat's ass about us. But then you take the other guy, okay? Then you take the other guy. This is a guy who doesn't need any more fame. He doesn't need any more money, okay? He definitely doesn't need the money. Oh, I love all the LADs. Look at this. Falcon Eagle, good to see you. Yvonne in the house. It's so great to see you. I love seeing you guys. Patricia, how are you? I saw Sazafraz too. Where are you at, Sazafraz? Heather is here, our new mod. Congratulations, Heather. I didn't see Mountain Goddess. It's so great to see you. Stick around, by the way, members. We're going to have a live Q&A, members only. If you haven't joined, now is your chance. And all the super chats, all the new members, I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to give you a shout out live after we're done here. Captain Mike is back. LAD, lion-ass dogs. You got to say it like that too. With a little Italian, lion-ass dog. Hey, Sazafraz, there she is. Good to see you. Here's a guy who doesn't need fame. He doesn't need money. He doesn't need the notoriety. He's already one of the most famous people of all time. He's already been to the White House. It's not necessarily about power. And he gets trampled on. He gets mountains and mountains of hate every single day. He gets, indictment after indictment, falsified, throwing his legacy, slinging his legacy in the mud, attacking him with every breadth, depth, and resource of the United States government, weaponizing the DOJ, the Department of Justice. And he keeps coming because he cares, because he wants to help us all, because he wants to actually... That was his whole platform, by the way, in 2016. Make America Great, MAGA. It sounds like, a lot of people want to call it a cult or whatever, but you got to understand something. He doesn't need, he actually could be even more flippant than P-Brain De Niro and Bill out of depth, out of touch Maher. He could even be more flippant because look, gas prices don't affect Trump. The economy doesn't affect Trump. When you're that rich, when you're in that stratosphere, okay, which most of these crappy Holly weirdos are, as well as a lot of these entrepreneurs and business owners, when you're in that stratosphere where it doesn't matter who's in office, it cannot affect your economic status. It cannot affect your financials. It cannot affect your lifestyle. Okay? He's in that category. But yet, why does he come back? Why does he want to fight? Because he literally can't stand it, just like I can't. He literally can't stand to see America, this beautiful, amazing, innovative. Our forefathers were heroes. These were people with balls. These were people with conviction. They said, F you, King George. We don't want taxation without representation. We want freedom. They created this amazing, the bicameral legislature. They created this amazing separation of powers, judicial, executive, legislative, with a bicameral legislative. They created this amazing system, this amazing process, this amazing document called the Bill of Rights, this amazing document called the Constitution, this amazing document called the Declaration of Independence that holds that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed with the inalienable rights to freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is poetry. And every other country, every other system, every other edifice on the globe is trying to duplicate that. Why do you think you have all these people who are trying to pour into this country? Because it's the greatest country on earth. This is it. There's nothing better. And we are going down under Vegetable in Chief. We are going down under Tombstone Biden. And I can't stand to see it. I have kids. My kids are young kids. They're in elementary and junior high. I want my kids, my grandkids, my great-grandkids to live in the most amazing, promising, beautiful, freedom-loving country of all time. I want this country to flourish, not just for my kids, not just for my grandkids. I want this country to flourish, not just for 100 years, not just for 1,000 years, for 1 trillion years, till the end of time. We are the lighthouse. We're the beacon for the rest of the world. I'm sick and tired of Gavin Nincompoop Newsom. I'm sick and tired of pushing up daisies Pelosi. I'm sick and tired of Weasel Schiff. I'm sick and tired of Kami Kamala. We've got this squad, AOC, and these guys give allegiance. They pledge allegiance to Somalia. They pledge allegiance to Palestine. They pledge allegiance to Ukraine, waving those Ukrainian flags in the Chamber of Commerce. I just want to freaking lose it. Are you out of your mind? That made me so angry. You're going to wave? You have the audacity to wave Ukrainian flags in the hallowed Chamber of Commerce, Congress? How dare you? Now I sound like Greta Thunberg. How dare you? How dare you? You know, Seinfeld was right. There's so much in life that if you don't have humor, you'll literally go nuts. I mean, I literally go nuts. Sometimes you just have to laugh. I want this channel to make patriotism go viral. I want this channel to, I think this is the greatest media. This is the greatest way to raise awareness, not violence. I'm a man of law and order. I respect our boys in blue. I respect our military. I respect our veterans. I respect hardworking, true blue blood, sweat, and tears Americans. I consider myself that, born and raised here. I have nothing wrong with immigration. My parents were immigrants. Legal immigration, not the crap that's happening in the southern border. Maxine, yeah, Mad Maxine, you're right. Deplorablonde on Rumble, you're right. I mean, it just drives me crazy. And so the reason I talk about this stuff, the reason I talk about Cash Money G, the reason I talk about Letitia Big Shane James, the reason I back our former president, the reason I back Trump is because Trump equals America. Trump believes in America. Trump has pride in America. Trump gave us 4 years of economic prosperity. The stock market was the best. Gas prices were the best. The world respected us. Now we have a track record, okay? I voted for him even in 2016 because I knew there's a lot of things. Look, there's a lot of things I'm bad at. I'll be the first person to admit this. But there is one skill that I have that is bar none. I know how to read a human being better than anybody on planet Earth. I will stand by that. I will put every molecule in my body, every fiber of my being behind that statement. There's a lot of things I'm bad at. I'm not trying to be a narcissist here. There's a lot of things I'm bad at. But when it comes to reading people, there's nobody better on planet Earth than me. Nobody. And I'm telling you right now, as somebody who's worked in the public sector and private sector, as somebody who worked at universities and colleges, some of the top private schools, some of the top public sector, state universities, I know these people through and through. They're rotten to the core. I was commissioned by universities to go to Washington and meet with Washington delegates. They're rotten to the core. The swamp truly is the swamp. Trump is a hardworking businessman. I don't even want to call him a politician. He is just a down-to-earth, hardworking, elbow grease, pull the sleeves up, true blue, red-blooded American. That's what we need. And the 4 years that he was in office, probably the best 4 years of my life. I can honestly say that. I'm not just saying that. I was alive during Reagan. I was alive during, multiple administrations. And I think this is the best medium. So you got to share this out. You have to tap that thumbs up. Why? It's free. It takes you a nanosecond. The reason I say tap the thumbs up is because these platforms go by algorithms. And when they see that so many people have hit the thumbs up, which is free to you, guess what? They push out the video to more people. And we can grow. We can galvanize. We can get our country back. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. I love you guys, Nez Nation. I love America more than anything. America first. America first. God bless the United States of America. Okay. I could keep going on and on because I love this country so much. I love you guys too. Here's what I'm going to do. We are going to do members only. If you haven't become a member, now is your chance to become a member. So for the last maybe 10 minutes or so, I'm going to switch the, I'm switching the stream to members only. I'm switching the stream to members only. Okay, hold on a second here. Let me see. We don't want slow mode. We're going to go members. Okay. So now we are members only. I'm going to end the stream on Facebook. And I'm going to end the stream on Rumble. If you want to come on over to Rumble, if you want to come on over to YouTube, now is your chance to come on over to YouTube. Members only mode is on right now. Hey, there's Glenga Miller. Good to see you, Glenga Miller. Come on in. Oh, also, if you did give me a super chat or super sticker, stick around because I'm going to give you massive shout outs coming up right now. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me sneeze. God bless me. Okay. I want to give a big shout out to everybody. Give a big round of applause. Is it Jill Holmes? Jill Holmes, welcome. Welcome, Jill Holmes. Congratulations on being a new member. You get special shout outs. You get a badge next to your name in live streams. You also get exclusive content as well as you get access to our members only Discord. So that's going to be in a members only community tab post. So once you become a member, go check the community tab on our YouTube channel and you can get access to our Discord. Please welcome and come on in. Matt Chu, thank you so much. Matt Chu, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. DEI, deport every illegal. I love that. Thank you so much, Matt. Carol Ann, welcome. Congratulations. It is so nice to have you with us, Carol Ann. Welcome to becoming a new member of the channel. Norman Smith, $1.99, Trump 2024. So thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate that. We got another new member in Grump. Not sure how you say that. How do you say your name? Do you have a first name? It's so awesome to have you with us. Welcome, welcome. Congratulations on being a new member. Dear Woke Christian, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. We need a Dear Woke Nez Nation mashup. Yes, that's going to happen. We do. Let's work on something. Is he here right now? Let me know if Dear Woke, you're here. Grump with the $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sherry White with the $1.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. And holy mackerel, we need a big round of applause. Holy mackerel. I'm not worthy. Wow. Mind Tab with the $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Mind Tab. Trump only 2024. MAGA Trump Patriots. Thanks, Nez Nation. Thank you. You absolutely rock. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Jose Gonzalez. Nez, it's important that there's a fact checker in the presidential debate. Show the people all the lies. I'm your guy. Make sure you subscribe and follow. Jose Gonzalez with the $9.99 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jose. Cowboy Rob, great to see you. $5 super chat. Are they going to blame Trump and indict Trump if Biden dies on stage due to... You know what? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised, Cowboy Rob. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Sherry with the 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much, Sherry White. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Sherry. JP, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. JP in the house. Do you think the Alvin Bragg case will be defeated by at least one juror who votes in favor of Trump? And if you think that happens, will Mershon force the jury to deliberate until all vote guilty? Wow. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, New York jurors, I think it was impartial. I think it was partial. I don't think it was fair and impartial, which every citizen, even a former president, is entitled to. And I don't think that I think he asked for a change of venue and, of course, was denied. I don't think there's any way he's going to get a fair hearing in New York. We'll see what happens. I would not be surprised if Mershon, I mean, this guy is a known corrupt judge, a known corrupt DA, who, remember, the entire case is contingent upon two literally convicted liars and felons. Stormy Daniels signed a statement saying that nothing happened. She told Avenatti that nothing happened. Even Michael Avenatti, who is not a Trump ally, is coming out and saying this chick's full of it. Okay. And then you also have Michael Cohen, who is a convicted, he went to jail for lying to Congress. He's disbarred. He's a serial perjurer. It's like having Don King come fight for your innocence. Like, are you kidding me? This guy is he's just a liar. He's lying right now. He's lying through his teeth. How can you have your entire case hinge on this? It makes absolutely no sense. RM, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Will they let Trump pick moderators? Not fair that Trump agreed to debate on CNN, ABC. Laura Trump better have fair moderation. You know, there was a lot of talk. There was a lot of talk of people saying that it would be fair if Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and Tucker Carlson moderated. I can't think of a better group of people to moderate. But, you know, to me, it just shows Trump's confidence. He doesn't care. He does not care at all. He knows he's going to dominate the vegetable in chief. He knows he doesn't have any problems with this guy. He's going to absolutely school him. And he also knows he's going to be treated unfairly. That's fine. But again, the real judge and jury is the American public. So it's channels like mine that are exposing the lies and the hypocrisy. Independent grassroots media journalists and media stations like myself. And I think the American public finally realized that we're seeing an awakening. You look at the numbers, which I think are modest. I don't think they're accurate. I think Trump is probably ahead way more than that. I don't want to jinx it. We still have a long way to go. Let me get some water. But I truly believe that we're seeing an awakening, which is really, really good news. And so I would say that no matter where this debate is, I think it shows his confidence, the fact that he not only agreed, but he also said, let's do more. Let's do one a month. Come on, tough guy. Let's do one a month and show the American people where we really stand. You think he's going to agree to that? You think Biden is going to agree to one a month? Let me know in the comments. I don't think so. Captain Mike, you're the man. Thank you so much, Captain Mike, for the $5 super chat. Do you think Chris Wallace, that scumbag, will moderate the debate between Trump and Biden again? It's very possible. It's very possible. He is a total scumbag. I agree. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much, Mike. Grace Michelle. Am I saying that right? Grace, thank you, Grace, for the $10 super chat. Trump 2024. Thank you for giving us the truth. Thank you, Grace. I really appreciate you. That means the world to me. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for embracing this channel, being here, watching, listening. It really, really means the world to me. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Okay. Pyrout says, what if Biden drops out and they replace him? You know what? There's a lot of talk about that. And I actually think that that's really, really possible. Given the fact that this guy just cognitively, look, when you have dementia, it doesn't get better. Like, time is not your ally. It just gets worse and worse and worse. So I don't care how much, I don't care how much prescription medication you give this guy. I don't care how much Adderall you hop him up with. It's not going to make a difference because the dementia is going to get worse and worse, which in turn, because he represents the United States of America, sadly, which in turn dwindles, hurts, and blemishes our credibility as a country year after year after year. So that's why we got to get him out. He's just not fit for office. So the scariest thing is, what if Kamala takes over? I mean, a lot of people are saying that the switch is going to happen, maybe even by the time the convention hits. I don't think that's really likely, but it's possible. But my biggest fear is Kamala taking over. Can you imagine if she became president? Can you imagine hearing that cackle every day? I can't. That would be awful. New scum. I like that. Yeah. New scum. Sassafras. We just need to promise Biden an ice cream cone. Exactly. Well said. That's 100% right. Vanilla. He loves vanilla. Yeah, I love it. It's so good to see you guys. You guys, I'm dedicated every single day. I mean, you guys have no idea how much research I do, both quantitative and qualitative, every single waking minute that I can. If I'm not with my family, if I'm not with my wife, I am dedicating everything I have. Kneepad Harris, Jim Barron. So good to see you, Jim. Kneepad Harris will be crushed in the debates. Yeah. Who do you think his VP will be? I'm curious. Who do you think Trump will pick for his VP? You think Vivek? Who do you think Trump will pick as his VP? Who should his VP be? Tulsi? I'd love to hear from you guys. Yvonne, it's so good to see you. I wonder if Biden lets someone know to take his place. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at this point, he really should. I mean, it's just gotten out of control, right? Mountain Goddess, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You are absolutely awesome. Thank you, Mountain Goddess. By the way, what a successful giveaway live stream for members only last time. Mike, did you get your shirt? You got your Amazon gift card. I know a couple other people won in here. Georgina, good to see you. Happy birthday, Georgina. It's great to see you. I want to get to Mountain Goddess's question or comment. Thank you so much, Mountain Goddess. I am truly grateful for your passionate stance on getting the word out on saving our beautiful country. I stand with you, Nez, and I know many will see how important it is. God bless you, Mountain Goddess. God bless you. Thank you so much for that. That really, really means the world to me. It's all of us together. We're in this together. I am going to do my best. Like I said, I do daily, hourly, minute to minute, second by second. I do all sorts of qualitative and quantitative research to make sure that you guys get the absolute best, honest, objective truth without any corporate media, without any woke mind, left virus, mafia media skewing. And the fact that you guys watch it and help us grow, that is how we're going to get our country back. Grace Michelle, look at that. Grace Michelle. Welcome. It is so nice to have you with us, Grace. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Nez Nation membership. So awesome. Don't forget, not only do you get a ton of benefits and amenities, but make sure you join our exclusive members only Discord. So if you go to the community tab on YouTube, where I post stuff, and sometimes I post videos, but sometimes I post articles and latest breaking news stuff. There's going to be a members only post. Okay. And in that post is a link to our exclusive Discord. So make sure you join us there, Grace. Thank you so much, Grace. Welcome. You guys rock. Oh, look, Mike says I'm wearing it now. Okay, can you post a picture? Yeah, post a picture in our Discord. I want to see you wearing it, brother. Awesome. That is so, so awesome. I love you guys so much. Well, hey, I just want to say again, thank you so, so much for everybody being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the new members, super chats, super thanks. You guys absolutely rock. Replay viewers, let me know if you're watching this on the replay. Type a capital RP or just say Team Replay in the comments. I try really, really hard to respond to all the comments. Ask Captain Mike. I really do. And I just love you guys more than anything. So as always, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless Donald Trump, and God bless America. I'll see you guys very, very soon. I love you guys. Thank you for being here.